if you want, but I'm Julie H at jccoc.org. Today, the things I plan on covering, but again, if you have any questions, I'm going to talk about personalizing your profile. I'm going to talk about posting and sharing photos and videos. I'm going to talk in that, I'm going to talk about tagging and how to make sure you're seeing people's walls or information that you want to see, and how you can make sure they're seeing people you want to see your posts, how to make sure. But I'm going to start with configuring your privacy settings. I will suggest privacy and security are two different things in Facebook language and in their world. Security is actually pretty easy. Privacy is what I think everybody needs to be concerned with, and it's quite easy. So your privacy shortcuts, I'm going to show you where to go, but really once we get there, Facebook will walk us through it. I'm going to make sure you understand the language between pages, walls, profiles, stories, etc. Who can see your stuff? Who can contact you? And how do you stop someone from bothering you if they are? We're going to talk a little bit about ads, but I'm going to tell you that Facebook is free, and so ads are just part of what you get to deal with. There is no way to manage or control the ads. You can tell Facebook you don't want an ad from a certain organization, but they're going to replace it with something else. It doesn't mean you get fewer ads. So again, we're going to do the privacy checkup. I'm going to show you how to add a photo to your the big wall, and then your own individual photos. Again, privacy checkups, your story that you want to tell, who you want to share it with. So and how to get questions, if not from me, from Facebook. So that was the PowerPoint. I had a lot more to say on each of those bullet points, but I thought I actually say it while we're looking at Facebook. I thought that would be more meaningful to you. So I am going to show you my Facebook. Now, interestingly enough, Facebook makes changes to their walls. And they ask you, do you want to update? Do you want to update? Do you want to update? And I always ignore them. And then, so last night I was practicing this. And then at 12:45 today, I go to get everything ready for today's session. And Facebook forced me to change how they work with me. So we're going to learn a little bit together today.
Hey, Julie.
But yeah.
Is it okay if we have questions as you go?
Anytime. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anytime. I can't just say it out loud because Beverly, because your background, you have a background, and
I don't want to turn the bright light on.
No, it's fine. Just say it out loud when you have a question.
Yeah. Okay.
So I saw your hand waving, but I couldn't quite tell. So do you have a question right now?
Oh yeah, it's no good. Can you please define law? Can you please define for the ignorant here? Define.
I'm going to define everything right this moment.
Okay.
So let me. Do you see my Facebook, or do you see my whole screen?
Your whole screen.
Okay, I'm going to move this to over here, and now I'm going to stop for a second. All right, we're going to try. Hi, Nancy. Welcome. Nancy is one of our favorite people because on like a weekly basis, she sends emails to our bosses about how much she loves us.
Oh, very nice.
Let me take this opportunity to thank you, Nancy. All right, Nancy, this is a very small crew of about 5 of us. So if you have specific questions, just yell them out. I'm a little embarrassed because I know Nancy lives with her daughter, Jamie, and Jamie is the Facebook guru extraordinaire. So if we have tough questions, we may actually throw them back at Nancy to go find out for us. So, all right, this is my Facebook. As I said, it changed a little bit today, but let me start by doing some definitions. So your profile is your main picture. In this case, it's right here. This is me. This is my son, Jonas. And I happen to have put a frame on it. That's why it says Families Together. So that's my profile. It will also, now I have to figure out, it will also tell you a little bit more. This is my profile. I can choose to tell you where I work or where I have worked. Lots of people have previous places of employment listed, and that's to allow people to find them who may have worked with previously. I studied at UC Irvine. So these are all options. And again, this is my profile. This is who I am as a person.
I'm sorry, I feel bad interrupting, but how did you get there? When I bring up Facebook, that's not what I see.
Okay, so, and again, I was forced. So this is the home page, and usually the home page throws you onto this, where I can see everybody's different posts, not everybody's, some of my friends' different posts, and only some, and we'll discuss that. This is called my wall, where I'm looking at other people's. So this is where they call it news feed or wall. And, but in order to see my profile, can you see where I'm pointing to my name? Somewhere on your Facebook is your name, and you just simply link to yourself. You click to yourself, and it will show you it shows you your profile, and at any point you can now edit that. So
I'm now seeing the challenges of the virtual, because that isn't my name doesn't show up. It says, what's on your mind? And then it has other people's posts.
That's what I have. What's on your mind?
Okay, so you're not on your profile page. You're on your wall pages. So you need to go.
Can I tell you, because I just found mine?
Yeah.
Right to the left of what's on your mind, I have a shadowy profile of a face.
Oh,
I have
right.
no picture. If you click on that, does that work?
Yeah, edit profile. Yeah.
You got that?
Just that.
Okay.
It's where my face would be if I had a picture, and where you can edit the profile. Okay.
Mine doesn't say edit profile. It says add story.
No, you don't want to add story. That's something entirely different.
Okay.
So you're not on your profile page.
It says edit public details. Maybe
Yeah, you
that's
could
it.
do that. Mine says add bio down here, if you
Okay.
can see right there. So
Okay.
if you, the about section is about you. That allows you to edit, also allows you to edit your friends, allows you to edit your photos you've taken, your videos, different places I've checked in at, Lisbon, Zion. So we're talking anything so about is about you, bio is about you, profile is about you. It sounds like Facebook has a variety of options. But what I want you, before we dive in about how to edit your bio and profile, what I want you to understand is any of that stuff, your profile is about you. And we're going to talk about that, what you want to say to the world, what stories you want to tell, what photos you want that represent you. And that's what profile is. Again, I want to go back whenever you get on Facebook, your wall and your news feed is the information you're gathering from way too many ads and then from some of your friends. And let me be clear, it's some of your friends. There is no way to control what you see. That is part of your value exchange with Facebook. Again, it's a free service. I think it's a valuable service, and therefore we have to put up with what they put on. So the way, if you want to see, let's see, who can I see? Let's say I want to see Lisa Manette is a friend of mine. Some of you may know her. She goes to Shir Malot. I don't see anything from Lisa on here. I would have to search her. So there's always a search bar. Hopefully you're familiar with search bars because they're on most websites. And I would type in Lisa Monette. And that may be how you find your friends. So you may have befriended someone a year ago, and if you, and Facebook will randomly decide if you regularly see what they post, but you can always choose to see what they post by going to their site.
Question.
Yes,
Are you on your computer?
I'm on my computer, yeah.
I'm using my iPad.
Okay,
And I cannot find a search icon.
let me go on my Facebook. All right, the search iPad.
I'm looking at my profile now, what would be my picture.
So on I'm going to show you, I'm sorry. Let's see if this works. Do you see, this is Facebook on my phone. It's way up here on top. There's a magnifying glass. Oops, I just pushed something wrong. Not Facebook. So on my phone, it can't be too much different on iPad. The magnifying glass is on the very top corner.
Yeah. That's your search,
I'm not seeing it, but
right there. No, if you want to search for.
Julie,
Yeah.
I'm using my iPad, and when I click on Facebook, at the very top in the center, it says search Facebook.
That would be,
is that it? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I'm staring at it. Sorry, thank you.
no worries. We want to make sure we answer your questions. And
It's slightly,
Facebook,
it's slightly different from an iPad because I'm using my iPhone. There's no search thing. There's just a magnifying glass.
right, the same with
Right,
my
that's the
phone.
icon, yeah.
Right,
Okay.
the same with my phone as well. It's a magnifying.
ID page. Okay. You should-
Can I search for someone and would they know I'm searching?
No, they don't. It is not like LinkedIn. However, if you're not friends with them, you may not be able to see anything. You will know that you can't see anything, but you may not be able to see anything. So let me see, I'm gonna search.
Could I ask you a question about that?
Yeah,
I didn't want to have 200 of my favorite friends on here. So I have, every so often it sends me all the contacts that I have. What's the advantage or disadvantage of having 100 versus 15 or 20?
so when we get to privacy settings, let's talk about that.
Okay.
Because it has a lot to do with privacy settings. So so are you guys okay if I jump into privacy settings?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna leave Lisa here. We're back to, this is my wall. And I can tell because I'm at home. Okay, so I'm sorry, I had to check to make sure. Again, Facebook changed on me at 12:45 today. But I am on, let me see on my phone where privacy might be. No, that's not it. Okay, so it is everywhere. On my phone, I'm gonna go to home. So so on my screen that you can see here, there's an arrow in the upper right-hand corner that tells me there's more things to see. And I come down here and I say, I want to look at settings and privacy. I'm going to do a privacy checkup. Everyone should do a privacy checkup.
I don't know where settings is.
Okay, wait, I'm sorry.
On my
Jerry,
iPad.
are you on a computer or are you on a device?
On my
So you're
phone.
on your phone. All right, I'm going to show you. So, but I just want to make sure if you're on your computer, you're going to look in the very top right-hand corner and that arrow, which means more, and you're going to do a privacy checkup. If you're on a device, if you can see, let's see, in my bottom corner, I have 3 bars on
Got it.
every website on a, not on a computer, but on every device. 3 bars on a website means more, means show me my menu. Do you guys, can you, and
Yes.
under 3 bars, if
Right.
you scroll, you will come to a place that says settings and privacy.
Yes.
You see it?
Does
Yep.
everyone see settings? You don't have to push it right now, but if you find it, I want everybody to be able to find settings and privacy. All right, so this will walk you through a checkup. And I think it's important to check up, and I'm going to point out what some of these things are. So who can see what you can share? So this is where someone asked me, should I have 200 friends? I think Beverly, you asked, should I have 200 friends or should I
No,
have
it was
15
someone
friends?
else. Yeah.
This is where it makes a difference. If you accept someone as your friend, I'm assuming that you don't mind that they see what you post on your wall. I don't want you to post anything on your wall that you don't want to get out there. Do not, I mean, this is more of a lesson for our teenagers and our 20-year-olds. Don't post anything on the wall you don't want out there in the big world, because people are weird. But that's not really for our generations. That we usually don't post photos of us doing stupid things. However, the difference is between having 200 friends and 15 friends is you get to choose who sees your stuff. So in this case, on my profile information, Facebook has my phone number. The reason I give them my phone number is in a secure, they text me when I go onto a computer that's not, they don't recognize. They text me and say, hey, is this you? And usually it's me at some friend's house trying to get on Facebook or something else. So that's why I give them the phone number, but I choose, I say, no, don't give my phone number to friends. Certainly unequivocally don't put my phone number out there. The only person who can access my phone number is me. So I choose that. My email, I do say, for my email, in order to sign up for Facebook, you all gave Facebook an email. That's required. You gave Facebook an email, so they have your email. So now you have to tell them, who do you want them to share your email with, right? So in their view, Beverly, you don't want 300 people who knew you 10 years ago reaching out to you, it sounds like. Either do I. So I say, I don't share my email to public. I do say, you can share my email to my friends if they want. I'm changing that right now. I'm gonna say, nope. My friends have my email at this point, only me. Don't share my email. They can get in touch with me via Facebook if they want my email, and we will chat.
Excuse me, Julie, I can't get to what you've had up on the screen.
Neither can I.
It's settings and privacy.
Yeah.
I click that.
And
But-
what do you see when you do settings and privacy?
Okay, then then there's not much extra. Privacy shortcuts, settings. That's about it. Well, here, see more. No. No, that's it.
So you have settings, privacy, shortcuts.
Julie,
Oh, that's what I have too.
Now I
Julie?
lost that even.
Yes.
Settings and privacy.
Who's speaking my
Yeah,
name?
it just opens up a couple more options. But I couldn't find anything that you
Looks like this.
Yeah,
No, you can't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
if you're using an iPad, look
Yes.
to the very bottom right. Look for 3 parallel lines that says menu.
Well, right.
Click on that. and then you'll see a lot of options, and keep scrolling down.
Oh,
It's where
somebody
you-
has a bad.
Privacy.
Well, I'm back to settings and privacy. And when it's the one immediately above log out. And when I click on that on the down arrow, it opens up settings and privacy shortcuts. And when I click on those, account settings.
No, not shortcuts. It's not the shortcuts. It says settings and privacy. Click on that one.
I did.
Okay, and then click on settings. Right
Okay.
underneath it, it says
Yeah.
settings.
Yes. And then now what do I click on? It says account settings, security, and something else. Privacy.
Personal information, under account settings, personal information.
Okay, name, contact info, upload contacts, blah, blah. Is that it?
My phone just went dead on, my Facebook just went dead on my phone, so I have to figure that out. Let us go through about 15 more minutes of this, Beverly, and then even if it goes over time, you and I can share screens and we can walk through it.
And I'm not seeing what you have on there. I search settings. I have a title account settings, and then all personal information. I have an iPhone 8, so I mean, I think mine's fair, you know. So
Yeah.
privacy.
So really the word you're looking for, I want to switch between settings and privacy. Settings is important, but privacy is more important. And Facebook there's a difference between privacy. So you should be looking at privacy buttons. Can you do that?
I have a title called privacy and a lot of subtitles underneath that. Is that
Yeah.
what you want me?
Subtitles are fine. There's a lot of different areas of privacy.
Right. So you want me to click on privacy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Beverly, do you see privacy?
Yeah, I clicked on it and check
Are you doing any of this?
settings, manage your profile, learn more with privacy basics.
There.
Oh, maybe that's what you had up.
Yvette and Myra, do you guys see
Yes,
privacy?
that's what you originally had up.
Yes,
Okay.
I was looking at something else. You're asking me if I was looking at the privacy. I think mine is okay.
Okay, so privacy to me is super important. What we're gonna look for, and Beverly, we can go, you can share your screen with me and after this, and we can look at yours directly.
Oh, okay.
And I am sorry to say I have to leave early. So I just wanted to say goodbye and thank you, Julie.
Bye, Jerry.
I got a little bit
Bye.
out of this already, so that's good. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so privacy, what we wanna see is, like I just said, I don't want my email available only to me. I don't want my phone number available only to me. These are all areas that I'm going to share with you. Other options that you have in privacy is who can see your posts in general. When you do another post, when you're posting something like, I'm gonna put this picture up, I can then choose for specific posts who sees it. In this case though, in general, I say, I want my friends to see my post. I don't want the public. I don't post anything to public. I don't need anyone outside of my friend list. Now I have 300. I don't need anyone seeing my posts. That's my preference. But as you can see, you can choose between the public, friends. You can choose friends accept. When might you want to choose friends accept? We'll talk about blocking friends or unfriending people. I have a few people that have differing religious and differing political views than me. Just a few people who have differing political views. I got tired of seeing them on my wall, but I didn't want them to know I unfriended them because
Yeah.
I was a little embarrassed. So I'm gonna show you how to unfriend if you wanna unfriend, but I'm also gonna show you how to block them so you don't have to see it, but they don't know. So that's when you might wanna say friends accept. I actually have never used this myself, but Oops, I went.
Well, then how did you unfriend them?
I'm going to show you, but right now I'm just showing you your privacy.
Oh, okay.
So your activity log, you don't actually have to review. That's anything I've done ever on Facebook in chronological order. It should show it to you here, but our internet is walking slow. So Sam Cohen, if you may or may not know Sam, she tagged me on this post. She thought I would be interested in it. She tagged 94 people who are interested in Maccabi. You'll see Mirage JCC, they tagged me on it. So this is just someone I don't know, but knows my dad, who's not alive. This is my grandma. So she tagged me on it. In order for anyone on my wall to see it, I had to approve it. So these are just activities. That's my dad. That's my dad in 1952. So again, I'm just showing these to you. That's my grandma. Anyways, and this is all stuff I've posted. So the activity log, I'm just showing it to you. It's not a big deal. You don't have to check it. It just shows what has happened in your name on Facebook. Who can send you friend requests? I let anyone send me a friend request if they just find me randomly. I let them send me a request. You can choose, or you can say friends of friends only. I don't mind any random people can, but let me tell you that people use it as spam. So if someone sends you a friend request, and I can show you who has, you know, I'm happy to delete and ignore. So, but right now you can see who can see my friends list. I said anybody can see my friends, but I'm going to change that. Only my friends can see my friends list. I don't, who can look up my email address you provided? I'm gonna say nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah, they don't need my email address at this point. Anybody I want to have my email address has it. They can contact me through Facebook, and if they want to talk to me, then we can connect and say, oh, here's my email, here's my text, but in general, I don't need anyone. I get enough emails, I don't need more. But who can look me up using the phone number you provided? I'm gonna say nobody, only me, I mean. Again, nobody needs my phone number. Do you want search engines outside of Facebook to link to your profile? I said yes. So if anybody says, wow, there was that girl in elementary school, her name was Julie Holdaway, and they'd put Julie Holdaway into Google, do I want them to find me? Sure, they can find me. But they won't be able to see my posts, by the way. They'll only be able to see my main photo, and they'll be able to reach out to me through a friend request. But they won't be able to see my wall until they become an actual friend.
Who can see it?
All right, so privacy issues, if I did not get you, because all of our systems are different, onto privacy, I want to work with you individually to see your system. I want to make sure. So Beverly, we will make sure. Nancy, you are looking at the screen with not your normal smile. Have I confused you, or are you just...
Here I am.
Okay, you're okay. To me, privacy issue is the most important thing about Facebook. Some people, let's talk a teeny bit about Instagram versus Facebook. Lots of people are on both. I am on both. I'm not active on both. I'm not active on Instagram. People like Jamie Evans, Nancy's daughter, she's super active on both. Do I have a preference over one or the other? Well, let me tell you, Facebook has over 1 billion customers. To me, in my head, yes, there's people on TikTok. Yes, there's people on MySpace, I think now. Yes, there's people on Instagram, but everybody's on Facebook. So I select Facebook, even though it's not the hippest, youngest social media. I choose Facebook because there's no one who's not on it. You can also do Instagram, and because Instagram is owned by Facebook, a lot of the lessons are the same. But I choose Facebook over Instagram. That's just my personal choice. You can choose. Instagram is really well known for stories. Now, Facebook always has stories. So let me tell you the difference between Instagram and Facebook. Okay, we're gonna go look up Nancy's daughter, Jamie Evans, who is a friend of mine. Normally, if I would not have Jamie as a friend, you wouldn't see anything. But because she is a friend of mine, we're gonna see, this is Jamie and this is Nancy's gorgeous grandsons. So Jamie, let's see, they started school. I'm gonna see if I can pull up, there you go, Beverly, there's Rabbi Steinberg. I'm just gonna pull
And I know
up.
Jamie
You do?
on the phone. I think I know her from before the pandemic, but she's on the board assigned to me to call. So sweet. Are you okay? How you doing? You're very nice.
I'm presuming she's okay, Nancy. She's good? We love Jamie.
Yeah.
You know
I
what?
love
Jamie
Jamie
does
too.
stories all the time, but right now, of course, when I need one, I can't find a story. But let me just tell you the difference between stories. Stories are all videos. Even if you post a photo, Facebook changes it into a 3-second video, but stories only stay up for 3 days. So I am not going to, I don't believe stories are beginning. I think they're for more advanced people who use social media regularly. So stories were not part of today's curriculum. If you want me to show you at the end, I will. But stories, what happens with stories is they disappear. So I think they're for more advanced users, but and I'm again happy to show you later. But B, they disappear, except some lesson I probably don't have to teach you as much as we need to teach the young kids. Nothing ever disappears off the internet. So it's really important to know anybody could come, and this is what happens with our politicians and with people who get in trouble for saying racist remarks 15 years ago, is I can take a quick photo of a page, I can save this forever. So while if Jamie thinks this is a horrible photo and she deleted it, I'd taken a picture of it earlier. So I'm just saying, whilst the point of stories and Snapchat and Instagram is that they only stay up for a few days, don't count on it. Don't put anything up on the internet you don't want someone else to see. Don't post anything, don't write anything that you wouldn't want someone else to see. All right, so I was gonna show you a story, but I can't. I've shown you privacy. I know we didn't dive into it. Deborah, is that your finger? Are you?
Yes, it is my finger.
Okay, what's up?
The questions that you answered were helpful. And above that, I had 3 other questions under activity. Who can see your future posts, limit who can see past posts, and who can see the people, pages, and lists you follow. I never remember doing any of this. What's your feeling about those 3 questions?
Okay, who can see your future posts? I'm going to show you how to post, and I'm going to show you how to determine who can see that post. Who can see your past posts? That was a privacy section, and if you want to change it, you can. To me, it's water under the bridge. I'm not worried about past posts unless I've written something that I don't want everyone to see. If that's the case, I would delete the post. But that is all under privacy. So.
And the last one, who can see the people, pages, and
yeah, I'm going to show you that. That is, in that case, I chose that everyone could see my people, my friends. So these are all so if you go to, here's my friends. Now you guys get to see all 347 people that I may or may not have. Who can see that is in privacy, it gives you the choice. It says everyone. It says only me, and it says friends and friends of friends. So again, that was a privacy section, and you're just going to go through that checkbook, through the checkup, sorry, and it will walk you through that. But I need to find out how you find your checkup on your device. The devices were kind of.
My list did not match yours. It had public, friends, and friends accept.
Which
Okay,
one are
so
you
if
looking
I walk through this, everybody in the world can see that I'm from Huntington Beach. Only I don't share my birth. I have to give my birth year to Facebook because they want to make sure that you're not making 100 profiles, that you're not spamming. People do spam on Facebook, but I say only me can see my birthday.
Excuse me, Julie, when
Yeah.
I did this, I didn't want to put anything up, but some things I had to.
Yeah,
And
you
so I
had
made
to
up.
have an
I think I
account.
said I was born in 1905. Now, anyone who believes that,
Yeah, you can fake
and
stuff,
I
right?
made up my birthday too. I think I put January 1 or something. Does it matter?
No, it's just for Facebook. They don't really care about you. There are people who totally spam all the time. At the JCC, we get like Palestinian people who try and put stuff on our wall all the time. So
Jewish.
from our organizational perspective, it matters to us.
Yes.
But from a personal perspective, because it just manages your wall. You shouldn't have a problem. The problem, we're going to talk about death for a second here. When you die, it used to be that Facebook, there was nothing people could do to access your account, to your family, to take it off, to put it on. Now you can put someone's name in that says, when I die, all those Jewish values, Baruch Hashem, things. Here's who should be able to have access to my Facebook. So when you do the privacy checkup, it'll allow you to put someone's name in. But if you put the wrong birthday in, then they might have a little bit of a problem.
I don't need.
I was looking at my privacy. I didn't see that at all. I'll have to look at it again. That's interesting.
Are you on a device?
Yeah, I'm looking at you on my iPad, and then I have my phone in my other hand.
Okay, so I did this on computer, so I might have to play with it on my phone to find it. And my phone, for some reason, went off recently. Just Facebook, it turned black, but we'll work on that. It's there. It's under privacy checkup. We just have to find it. That part is new. But so as I walk through this, where I work, I made public. I could change these. Okay, who can see your friends list on your profile? I wrote public. I'm going to change that. Who can see my friends list? Only my friends can see my friends list. What do I care about the public seeing my friends list? Who can see the people, pages, and lists you follow? I wrote, let's make that my friends. There's no reason to make anything public. The JCC has stuff public because we're trying to get our name out there. We're trying to build relationships with people. There is nothing that you need public, and I don't recommend it. Again, that's your choice, but do I care that people know I went to UCI? No. So yeah, so we can make that. Only people can see me at Edison High School friends. So I moved everything to
Right.
future posts. Right now it says friends, but you can change that. I'm going to show you how to post. We can change that per post. You can decide who gets it. Stories is the friends, and limit past posts. That's limited to my friends. So see your blocked list. I do have a blocked person on it, and it is someone who's part of our community, so I hope you don't know him.
Where did you?
This is all part of the checkup. It walks you through it. So I have to find.
Okay, yeah.
I have to find you the checkup.
I found it at some point. I don't know if I could again, but.
Okay, we'll find it. You have to. I'm recommending a checkup. That's what I'm recommending. So you're all set. See, I went through my checkup. I made everything for friends. I am going to go back. We're back to my wall. This is the page everybody starts Facebook on. So in terms of future, I would write friends only, but again, I'm going to show you if I post something. I didn't show you how to change your profile images. Wait, let's make sure. Do you guys know how, if you want to add a photo, how to add a photo and how to add a cover photo?
Back to your, what is this called? Your wall?
This is my profile.
Oh, your profile.
So I can't do it on the wall. I can only do it on my profile, and I change my pictures. So what it does is it picks up any photo that I've ever posted before, and then I just choose the photo or that I've uploaded. Let's choose this photo of me. I like using baby pictures because it's no weird people can do weird things with it. So if you don't have a photo in Facebook that you want to use, then you have to, just like on any other website, you have to upload a photo. Also,
Julie, excuse me, is it the Paris Museum?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
I was there. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that is for anyone who, my cover photo right here
Yeah.
is not Chemi Perez. His dad's more famous. What's Chemi's dad's? What's his first name? Sharon Perez?
Shimon. Yeah, I
Shimon
think so.
Perez. This is his Peace Museum on Peace up in Israel, and he dreams big. He certainly dreamed big. So they have this anyway. So yes, Beverly, that's Israel. Good catch. And then so to change a cover photo, just realize it has to be long and skinny. You can upload, or you can just select one that maybe you've already posted on Facebook. All right, I just want to make sure if you have questions about picking a photo or changing a photo, you can ask, but let's talk a little bit about, I want to talk about how you tell a story, how you post a photo. I could have typed in here. Let's see. Is it Wednesday today? No. So this is creating a post. Because I'm on a computer, I have big and lots of room to do it. Hopefully you see that this is familiar to you, and you could just do type anything. If you want to post a photo, let's see. I want to tell people to vote. That was important to me. I may want to check in and say I'm at the Mirage JCC. And then on every time you post, before I push post, it asks me, this is telling me who it's sending it to. And I'm gonna say, I really don't wanna send it to everybody. I wanna send it to my friends, except I'm not gonna send it to Lisa Monette, because Lisa, I'm just pretending, but Lisa doesn't like the idea of voting, and I don't want to create I don't want to make her mad at me or whatever. But that rarely happens. What happens more frequently is I want to send this only to specific friends. Guess what? I'm going to send it to Heather only, because I want her, maybe it is a article that I think she'd really like. So you're on Facebook and you say, oh, my son would like this article a lot, or Heather would like this article a lot. You don't have to send it to everyone. You can just send it to specific friends. And guess what? Heather, I am teaching a class, and you get to be my example. You could type anything, but right, this email, this post is going not to my friends, but to the people I put on. And you can put as many names as you want. But in this case, I posted that to Heather. So when you asked, how do I limit who I'm sending to? In general, every time you post something, we generally ignore who it's going to because we assume it's going on our wall, which is fine. But you can always have the option to limit it. So other things up here that I tend to ignore, I just got back from Zion. Let's see if I can show you my stories. So where did I just got back from Zion. So you can see I checked in, I wrote Zion on it so people knew where I was. But I sent this out to everybody. So that would be the check-in.
On that list you had where who can see your post,
Yeah.
I had one that you didn't have. It's called Close Friends, your custom list. And I can't, I touch it and there's nothing there. I never created that.
That's weird. I'll have to look into that, Deborah. I've never seen that before.
Okay.
That would be an interesting thing of really, yeah, I mean, you could create different lists. You could say, this is my family list, this is my high school friends list.
Yeah. But
That makes a lot of sense, and that would look cool. I'll have to look into that.
and when I touched it, there's nothing there. There's nothing for me to slide. So I don't even know how I would do it.
Yeah, I'll have to look at it. So there's 2 ways to do videos. I'm gonna show you, to do a video. Let's say, hello everybody. I'm going to share a different screen with you. There's 2 ways to do videos. Let's see, do I have a video up? I thought I had a video up, but it's not.
Okay, I have a question. The one you can, who can see your friend list, I forgot. What was your suggestion there?
I make everything, I don't make anything public now. I would recommend switching everything off public. Random people in Bolivia do not need access to your information. So I would limit everything to friends. Now, sometimes,
Well, the
you have an
email,
option-
also only me, and phone number only me, right?
I would. I
Right.
mean, why? I mean, enough people have our phone numbers through these spam. I don't need anyone else to have access to my phone number. People can access, if people are on Facebook, they can access you through Facebook, and they can ask you, hey, what's your phone number? And let's chat. And you can make that choice at that time.
Question.
Yes.
Since I don't normally use Facebook, and if someone was trying to reach out to me and posted something to me on Facebook, is there a way I can have it set that I get it as an email?
No.
Do I get an email?
No. I mean, Facebook doesn't want you on email. Facebook wants to be the end all be all. You cannot email. What you can do is, if someone has a really cool video, I'm going to share my screen one more time. Let's go. Lots of people have videos, but let me move this. Well, I'm going to choose CNN just because I know they have lots of videos. CNN was probably bad because they probably post their videos by themselves. Who would have it? Okay, let's go to Mirage JCC. You know what? Let's go to Mirage. What is happening here? Our internet at the JCC is slow today. This is our fitness. Fitness is has a different page on it. You have to ask to be invited. That is a private group. So just FYI, if anyone wants to be on fitness, let's find come on. We know that they have hundreds of videos. And we can't find any right. Okay, so this is a video. Can you guys see this? Bianca dancing about. If I wanted, They posted it. So there, I'm trying to find you guys a video. Different people have different options of posting. We posted this directly to Facebook, but if you come over here, this is a YouTube. So I would pull the address right here. This is called, what is this? National High Five. This, I've gone to, there's Mark and Sarah, not doing high fives during COVID. All right. So if I wanted to post this on Facebook, I would copy right there the address, and then I have to go to my Facebook. And I would put the link of the Facebook. So you have to find the source of the video to share it. And then I always erase the address once does that make sense to you guys? Did that answer your question, Myra? Was that Myra's question?
No, but I have another question.
Wait, can I show you something
Sure.
really quick, Myra, and then I'm going to answer your other question. I just posted this. I want to make sure you should always know. See these 3 dots in the right-hand corner?
Mm-hmm.
You can, today or in a year, if you decide you don't want it, you can always delete your post. So if you thought you said one thing and it turned out that you misspelled it and whatever, you can edit it or you can delete it. So while I posted that video on my Facebook, it is now gone. Deleting is always a good thing to know. All right, Myra, you had a question.
Well, just the final thing in the privacy settings on my phone. Do you want search engines outside Facebook? I think you said yes.
I say
fine.
yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, because I would like for someone, you know, who I went to junior high with, who's wondering how Julie Oldway is, I would like them to be able to find me. If they're a weirdo,
Mhm.
I can delete them. If they're someone I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen her in 20 years, then I can accept her reach to me. She does not see anything on my Facebook because I've made it available only to my friends. She won't see anything until I accept it. But so I do allow folks to do it. Yeah, I'm trying to find where my friends group is, because so you can, I should have showed you how to block and unblock. Where's my friends list? Oh.
Yeah, the thing that's the alternate to unfriending someone. That's not clear to me. Is that blocking?
Yes. No, it's 2 different things. So I don't I've never unfriended someone. You certainly can, and I'll show you how. I block. The difference is the difference is they don't know you've blocked them.
Right. Did you show us how to
Unfriending, they
do
can
that?
find out you've unfriended them. So just FYI, I've had 80 friend requests. These are all people I have not accepted for whatever reason. They don't know. They usually, when they have reached out to me, they really usually have reached out to 100 people. And for some reason, I don't, you can see, I should delete this, but you can see Gerald Fleischman, nice guy, but he reached out to me 6 years ago. I'm trying to find, I delete the people I think weird. I get friend requests about every other day from people I do not know. I just delete those immediately. There are people spamming and there are weird people. Sometimes I know in our generation, we don't always remember names, and people have gotten married, sometimes multiple times. If you can see Nick Spector, he actually works here at the J, I can accept him. If it says 0 mutual friends, then it is unlikely you know them. So I would be suspicious of anyone where it said 0 mutual friends. But Nick, I can accept because, I don't know, he works here. So then these are my friend requests. Let's go back to just my list of friends. Maura, my poison. Okay, Maura. I'm going to try and select people's names to preview their profile. Trying to find how I can show you. Darn it. Changed. This is just recommendations, by the way. You can tell, like, they Facebook is just telling me, oh, you have 4 mutual friends with Nate Stein. You might want to ask him if he wants to be a friend. These are not people who've asked me. I don't know why I'm not friends with Mark Pattis.
Or Dana Sussin. I mean, she's a J person.
Yeah, so there you go. Now I've sent her an email to friend her. Let's see. Well, okay, so let's go to Lisa Monette. And how Lisa has more friends than me. I might have, so, okay. I went to Lisa Monette. I want to block someone.
Okay, but she was on your friends list, correct?
She's on my, right, she's on my friends list.
Okay.
And I want to block her. Now that, if you guys saw that I had blocked a guy named Matthew Kahn, he is not on my friends list. He's never been on my friends list, and I've never met him. However, he decided to harass me online. If you guys know him, he has family members who are very key leaders in our community, and he just had a problem. I'm sure it was drugs. So anyways, he was harassing a few people. He harassed me. I was able to block him through the 3 dots when he sent something directly to my name. I can't show you that because I don't have anyone who sent me directly something, but you look, I simply blocked. So if I block her, Lisa will no longer be able to see my posts, tag me, invite me to anywhere, etc. And I just blocking her. She does not know that she's been blocked.
Okay, so
That is,
I'm sorry, you've also unfriended her. So
I
you
did
won't
not
see in,
unfriend her. I did not unfriend her.
well,
She
I
can
mean,
tell when she's unfriended me, when I unfriended her. So that's the difference between blocking and unfriending.
but if it says if you're friends, blocking Lisa will also unfriend her. Is that saying it will act as though you had unfriended her? You didn't really?
See, now that's new. So now they're calling it take a break. So again, sorry, at 12:45 today, they changed this on me. So let's see what it means.
Really?
Let's see what take a break means. See less of Lisa. Sometimes you see too much. See Lisa anywhere, limit where you see Lisa. So, okay, this is all totally new to me.
Wow. That's interesting. They changed it and they didn't tell you?
They told me at 12:45 that they forced me to change it. They've told me like 10 times and I ignored it.
Oh.
Which is that they didn't tell me they were going to force me at some point. They said, we have a new design. We have a new design. We have a new design. I was like, I'm quite comfortable with the old design. Thank you. And then today at 12:45, they wouldn't let me do anything on Facebook without accepting the new design.
But that, from what I could see, but Julie, from what I could see on there, you know, the screen you had up, just had up, it looked like you weren't given an option to receive nothing from her and let her see nothing. If I
blocked her, I didn't choose block. If I blocked her, as you noted, it would have unfriended her, right?
So why not just unfriend her?
I could have. I'm just saying she wouldn't. She will know.
But
it doesn't send her a notice that she will know. It just, if she tries to send something to me, it'll say you're not friends.
So does that mean that blocking is no longer available as of 12:45 last night?
Yeah, it says, it looks like it's called taking a break.
Which, but taking a break didn't stop everything. It didn't give you the option to stop everything. It only
I have
gave
to
you
go
the
look
option
at
of
that.
seeing
What
less.
did I post? All of a sudden, it's telling me if people like my photo. Oh, it's probably when I put my baby photo up. Okay.
Oh.
I'm getting lots of feedback on my baby. I was a cute baby, so I guess that's okay. You know, I really have to go look into it because, again, it's all new.
Wow, that's interesting.
Let's see if I can find Lisa. I want to read this, checking to see if you get this, making sure I know how to answer your question. So Nancy Chase asked me a question while July 27th. She said, how do I send only one person a message? You often want to do this on their birthdays, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so let's say it is, so again, I could write happy birthday. But you guys have seen down here where people can make it prettier. I can put a heart on my happy birthday, I can put strength on my happy birthday. So and then I can send that. Let's say I don't want to send it to, I'm going to send it to Heather Zucker since she's already gotten weird. I'm not sending it to Nancy, I'm sending it to Heather Zucker. And post. So that's one thing I wanted you guys to know, that we often use Facebook for birthday wishes, and that's one way you can do it. Beverly, I have to go look at more take a break. I don't know, we could ask, there's usually also a question mark up here on how to ask a question. Oh, here I can switch back. Anyways, I won't do that at the end of this. Oh, so now I'm back at my old version of Facebook, and I can do, how do I take a break from someone on Facebook?
Oh.
So now they have a restricted list. That's something new. So I have to change your profile picture. So it doesn't say how to put them on a restricted list. So to add someone to your restricted list, you go to their profile. So just like I looked up Lisa Manette, you have to look them up. You have to click the person and you have to edit the friend list. Does that make sense?
So it's like unfriending, except we don't know if they'll know
They
about it.
probably don't know about it, right? Right.
What is a news feed?
Newsfeed is your wall. They call
Okay.
it both things.
Oh, you said that already. Yeah, I read.
Yeah, your newsfeed is your wall. So that's where I can read everybody else's stuff. That's
Okay.
always the home button, is the wall. This is my newsfeed. This is my wall. I'm happy to stay on. Anybody has more questions, but I also want to be respectful of your time. But I want to tell you something. I couldn't find it early this morning, but there are lots of our friends who post these long messages that say, hey, it works. If you cut and copy this message.
Yes, yeah, I saw that.
That's all false
Okay.
spamming. So you can ignore all of that. We don't get to manage what we see on our wall and our algorithm. Unfortunately, Facebook isn't perfect at that, and they also will prioritize people who pay. So, but all that stuff is all false. It's all urban legend or fake news, whatever you want to call it. If it says cut and copy this, it is not true.
Oh, wait, I have a question. So it reminded me why I hated Facebook. I guess it was a few years ago. I guess it got hacked in. That was part of it. And
Yeah.
also all the language turned into French, which I do know some French, but I'm not, proficient really.
How did you
average.
fix it?
I never did. So that was part of why I just said I'll just be doing Instagram.
So, I mean, frankly, for me, I don't even know how to fix that. I've never heard of that before, but I would have reported that to Facebook. Now, just FYI, I want to tell you, when I've had to report something to Facebook, as we've had like Nazi propaganda put up on our wall, we've had cussing put up on our wall, and so I have had to report stuff to Facebook. There is no phone number you can find anywhere on the internet. There is no website. They don't believe in that communication. They believe in Facebook. So you have to communicate with them only through Facebook. So I would have looked up the question mark, and I would have put in here report bad, hacking. And then it would have walked you through how to do that.
Okay.
Okay, I feel
You say
like,
people who pay, what do you mean? Who have a credit card attached and buy things on Facebook, or?
wait, I missed your question.
You said they prioritize people who pay.
Oh, no, not you, me as a company, like all the ads, they probably, I mean, I'm sure you've noticed, and watch, I won't be able to find one now, but I get a million ads. Wall Street Journal, it always says sponsored if someone's paid. It always says sponsored. So you guys are friends of the Mirage JCC. We do pay for ads, and you will find out that if it says sponsored, you can tell what ad we paid for and what you got just because you like us on Facebook. So I just want to point out, Stephanie Mitchell, Angela Lee, they like the Wall Street Journal. They they did not necessarily like the article that this headline is over. So you can't really assume that. Wall Street Journal is a fairly reliable resource, but you may find something weird shoes or something like that. They are not speaking to this particular article. They just like Wall Street Journal in general.
Okay, thank you.